What's going on, guys? This is Damien from The Lookout, and oh my god, we now know the future of our game, Dragon Ball Super card game, or if you wish to call it that way, Dragon Ball Super Masters. We know the future. Bandai published a producer letter. Let's go over it. But before we begin this video, as always, huge shout out to the Coffee Club, our lovely patrons who buy us coffee, they keep us going, and eventually we will replace the broken table. Guys, if you wish to join the Coffee Club, it's only $2. Link to our Patreon is in the description below. And yeah, I think that's about everything. Roll the video! As with all of our videos, let's start with the breakdown. So, the future of Dragon Ball Super card game, or Masters, this version of the game, has been revealed officially by Bandai. We were given a roadmap, we're gonna talk about it, we got some info on upcoming sets, we'll go over that as well, and then we'll just wrap it up with a summary. Yes, I made a summary this time around. So yeah, that's about it. Let's go! Before we begin, I need to give you a disclaimer, because this is a bit of a touchy subject to some people, so let's be fully transparent. You know I pride myself on transparency. Everything outside of the presented information is just speculation. So we know stuff for the year 2024. But when it comes beyond that, and we will discuss this aspect in the video, all of this is speculation. We don't know anything outside of the next year. We also don't know anything outside of the given information at this point. So we were given the producer letter, and we just know the things that are there. And that's it. Nothing outside of it is known. We can speculate on some things. I will mention this. But outside of it, nothing is known. So if you hear someone talking like, oh, this is actually coming and stuff, if it's not in the producer letter, it's not real. So it's just speculation. And finally, I believe the most important thing to mention is, because I know people like to doomsay, and I know that this entire thing is very polarizing, so I need to be fully transparent on this part. My opinions are solely my own. If you have been on the lookout for long enough, you know that my opinions are my own. I'm never influenced by anything, I just don't care. So yeah, my opinions are my own. I don't work with Bandai. Be real, come on. I'm the last person in the world who they would work with. So these are just my raw opinions. Don't worry. So yeah, just because I'm not doomsaying doesn't mean that I'm bought or something. So yeah, I think that's it for the disclaimer. Let's check out the letter. Okay guys, so here is the letter. We're not gonna read it because yeah, I just don't like filming my screen. I'm just gonna give you info. I'm going to link the Facebook post in the description below so that you can read it for yourself. The first page is like kinda whatever. It's like, hey guys, this is the thing. These are the things that are in the current product. Ignore that. That's not what we are interested in. But what is this thing? So Bandai had published a producer letter for the community, which is awesome. Thank you guys so much. This is the right way to communicate. It goes over the plans for Masters, including the info for the next few sets and the roadmap for 2024. So this front page is just, you know, hey, this is a producer letter for this and this. Oh, by the way, we have Z extras, we have God rares and stuff like that. We're interested in the following page. Let's go over the main info points. Here's the roadmap for 2024. Okay, so it is small. It's very small. If you wish to see it in further details, once again, link is in the description below. We will be going over some of the info here. We can see that we'll be getting sets up until BT26, which is Zenkai 9, in 2024. This doesn't mean that this is the last set ever. This is the last set coming out in 2024. And of course, we can see that the competitive season for 2024 has been announced, and it will start in late March of next year. let's go over some extra info. So that we're not, on the small screen with a small roadmap. Supplement products such as Anniversary Box, Ultimate X, let's say Battle Evolution Booster number 2, whatever they're planning, non-main sets are not listed on the roadmap. This is normal. Don't panic. This roadmap is exclusively for the upcoming main sets. So we still are getting Ultimate X, we still might get something extra as well. It's just not listed here. We're also getting 4 sets of Fusion World. So Fusion World is getting 4 sets in total in 2024. And it will also have its own competitive season, which will be its own thing, and it will start in May 2024. So if you're interested in competing in Fusion World, your competitive season starts in May. We will be covering this. We will cover and cast everything on the planet Dragon Ball card game related. Doesn't matter which game. And we only have info up until the end of 2024, which is completely normal. Don't worry, don't panic, because it's just 2024. It's the roadmap for the year. It makes sense that you don't get like next 2 years or so. So don't worry about this. Now we know that we're getting 4 sets in the next year. We're getting a competitive season. We're gonna get supplement products at some point. It's gonna be awesome. We also have info on new sets, and this is the super exciting part, guys. So we don't have info for BT26. That one is far in the future. Like, it's even questionable if this one was designed yet. But we have info for the upcoming couple of sets. BT23 will expand on the Z extra cards. This set will come out this year. This is the last set of the year. Then BT24, the one that's coming out just before the World's Championship in March, or maybe after, we don't know the exact date yet, but the one that is launching the next competitive season will introduce 2 new things to the Z deck, and one will be Z Unisons. So one new thing will be Z Unisons. Unisons return. It's exciting. It's gonna be awesome, because just please think about the implications of this. All of those, charismatic villains, dormant potentials, released from evil, all of those cards that are better when you have a unison, or work when you have a unison. Now you have a unison de facto in your hand, basically in your hand, because it's in the Z deck. So they're online whenever you want. You can just play it. It's always in your hand. That's awesome. Plus green will be even better, because green is killing unisons. I'm so hyped for green. And BT25 will be the 7th anniversary set. Now this doesn't mean that we're not getting an anniversary box. We don't know what Bandai means by the 7th anniversary set. And it's not coming out when an anniversary box would usually come out. This one is coming out mid-year, I think. Let me just check the roadmap for a second. Yeah, so this one is coming in June. So I don't know what's happening here, but it's going to be the 7th anniversary set. Who knows? Maybe we get like a whole bunch of reprints and stuff. That would be awesome. No info on BT26 yet. No info on this one. No info on anniversary boxes, other supplement products, nothing. But what we have is we have info for the next 3 sets, and it looks amazing. Let's briefly talk about Fusion World. There's not much to say because we don't know anything outside what I told you, but it's a big talking point, so let's address it. Nobody knows how the 2 games will interact and coexist at this point in time. Nobody knows. Everything that you hear is just pure speculation. I mean, guys, we don't even know the leaders of starter decks. We don't know the colors that they are. I think we know the leaders. We don't know the colors. We know nothing. So everything that you hear is just speculation. We need to wait for the game to actually come out first. We need to wait for it to come out. Relax. Then we will get a clearer image on what's happening. And on that point, The idea that both games won't coexist is literally just that, an idea. And that's it, nothing more. And we can see an effort to make this coexistence possible in 2024. Guys, I just want to tell you immediately that I know someone's gonna jump now and say like, oh, but they're doing this to like save money so that we don't leave and not buy. Fusion World is available in Japan. If we all quit today, Japan will more than make up for it. Trust me, this was said multiple times. Not through official sources, but come on guys, like, let's be real here. So, there is an effort to make this coexistence possible. Like Bandai said that they will try to keep both games going. And that's a positive. It's really a positive. Let's see where it goes. Let's briefly talk about the future. As of now, we don't know anything beyond next year. This is normal. We just received a roadmap for this year. Bandai is remaining true to their word. The game will continue to receive support. As we can see, multiple products, new mechanics coming out, Z unisons and stuff. We have collectors boosters coming out also in the future. It's awesome. We have the next competitive season. There's a lot going on despite Fusion World happening at the same time. As long as you keep supporting the game, as you are doing right now, it will stay around. I can't guarantee this with 1,000,000% certainty because I'm not Bandai, but this is what was told, and now we're seeing the groundwork for the next year. So you can see that there are no plans to just shut it down immediately out of, I don't know, spite or low sales or something. So like, hey, it's over now, go buy something else. There is an effort to make this happen. If you support this effort, it will continue to happen. That's the logic here. And finally, don't let doomsayers scare you away from the game. As you can see, it's just nonsense. People are really reaching to make game is dead, their crazy vision, a reality, man. Like, we have heard Bandai is lying, which is not how corporations work. It's not. It's very illegal to lie to shareholders and stuff. That's not how it works. We've heard ideas of, hey, this is just a smoke screen, it's gonna get cancelled. No, that's not how corporate rebrands work. It's not a 5-man team. It's a multi-billion-dollar company. That's not how rebrands of products work. We've also heard the craziest one, like, oh, there are no pre-orders, so it's dead. As you can see, there is a plan for the entire next year. So these people are really reaching. Don't let them scare you away. I think they will still find a reason for the game being dead. Doesn't matter. As you can see, it's just nonsense. We have a plan for the next year. Let's keep going strong. Finally, let's talk about my thoughts. Okay, guys, let's talk about this. So, as someone who is heavily involved with the game from a content creation standpoint, you know, I make content for this, I cast these events, so I want to put my thoughts out. And that is, first off, I think that this info dump was handled well. Far better than Fusion World announcement. Fusion World announcement was a disaster. I don't think that anyone can say objectively that it wasn't very bad. The way that it was marketed was awful. Like, the announcement itself was cool, but the way that it was marketed to the community and the player base of this game, that was awful. But this fixes a lot of issues. And honestly, I would say that, well, maybe this was supposed to have been, this should have been released along with Fusion World announcement, but no point in talking about what could have been. Plus, I'm pretty certain that if this was released then just people who want to believe that the game is gonna die would just jump on the fact that there is no info for 2025 or something stupid like that. So, yeah. This info dump was handled very well. Kudos to Bandai. It would have maybe been better if it was a video, but hey, that's what I'm here for, so yeah. Anyway, I have full faith that we will see our game reach even greater heights in 2024. We have new mechanics coming out. There is something about rules adjustments in the letter, but it says that we will get more info about this. So things are continuing to improve. The anniversary box will have a tier list and product review and everything next week. The anniversary box is the best one so far. It's by far the best anniversary box that we have had. So the game is still continuing to improve, and I hope that it will reach even greater heights. I fully believe that it will reach even greater heights in 2024. There is a continued effort to keep improving the game, which is more than welcomed. This goes with what I just said. And yeah, I'm very hopeful. I'm very hopeful for the future. I'm super biased, of course. I mean, Dragon Ball card game content creator. But, like, guys, I'm gonna cover Fusion World as well, because I have to. So, you know, it's not like I'm super heavily biased because, oh, I'm gonna die if this doesn't continue. It's gonna be fine. I'm just trying to give you, like, my positive thoughts about this. And I think that everything that we have seen so far calls for being positive. Like, there's nothing bad revealed here. There's just further proof that the game is continuing. The game that we love so much is continuing. I don't think that the two games won't coexist. Now, I have my opinions on Fusion World. I like it. I haven't played it yet, but I like what I have seen, and I understand the reason why it's here. Though I think that the two games can coexist, because I'm someone who believes firmly that Fusion World will, despite all the efforts, that it will remain mostly digital. Because this is just my opinion, because I'm someone who can see incentive to play the game physically and digitally when I can just get things for free and or cheap digitally by grinding resources and stuff. So that's my opinion. So to me, Fusion World is gonna be the main digital game, and Masters will continue strong as the main physical one. Let's hope that happens. Let's hope both games thrive, but let's hope Masters thrives enough to continue into 2025. Before we end the video, let's jump into the summary. See, I promise you there's gonna be a summary. Dragon Ball Super card game or Masters, we're gonna call it card game for now until Fusion World comes out, will continue at least for the entirety of 2024. At least for the entirety of the next year. Now, guys, this is awesome. I don't think that anyone really thinks that this game is going to reach the lifespan of the big three. But guys, 7 years going strong and the entirety of the next year at least, that's super positive. We have info on the upcoming free sets, and it looks very exciting and promising. I can't wait to see Z Unisons and then to proceed to demolish them with green. A Fusion World competitive season will start in May 2024. You can expect me and Peter to cast it if we can. Don't worry, we want to cover that game as well. It will be its own separate thing. Let's see how that turns out. That's gonna be interesting. And finally, the future looks bright. Get hyped. Can't wait for 2024. That's it for the video. Let me know in the comments below. What are your thoughts on this? I think that, well, you know what I think. But I think that it's very important to air your thoughts on this info dump. Because we don't usually have, any way to gather much opinions other than comments. And I would really, really want to see what you think on this producer letter, on the info for next year. Are you happy with this? Are you satisfied? Do you have some further concerns? Has this enforced your opinion that the game will die, or has it enforced your opinion that the game will continue strong? Let me know in the comments. I read all of your comments. I try to respond to everything. I love our little community. And guys, hit those like and subscribe buttons. We're on our way to 4,000 subs. 4,000 subs, man. Plus, we also have a giveaway going on. Go check it out. It's the previous video. We're giving away a booster box of BT22. Anyways, guys, this has been Damien from The Lookout, and I'll see all of you in the next video.